Ho, 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 ho! Hello, Vikes fans. I hope y'all had a nice Merry Christmas. How about that win over the Packers? 16 to donut.
Donuts.
Yes, our dominating defense shows up once again, but this time in historical fashion. As I'm sure a lot of you have figured out, this is the first time we've shut out anyone since 1993. And this is the first time we've shut out the Packers since 1971. You know, the year Alan Page earned the MVP honors. You know, the same cannot be said about the offense. I think it's fair to say that that game was ugly. But I still had a good time watching it in the comfort of a bar. Speaking of which, remember that time Aaron Rodgers ran into a bar? Now, to be fair, this was played in cold weather, and that could neutralize just about any offense, but let's not make excuses. I mean, the cold weather didn't really affect Kai Forbath's kicking as he went 3 for 3 with field goals. Our best guy on offense that day was Stephon Diggs. That guy had a good game with his 60 yards receiving, and late in the first quarter, he scored the only touchdown, which put us up 10 to nothing.
Get there, Diggsy! Yeah! That's it! Yeah! Woo! Jackson, come on!
But overall, it was a pretty frustrating game for both offenses. The players were slipping, balls were being overthrown, balls were being dropped.
Come on!
But yes, our defense was awesome that day, much like they were last week, in which they should have gotten the shutout. The MVP in our defense was the Hitman. No, not that Hitman. Harry the Hitman. No, not that Harry. I'm talking about Harrison. No, not that Harrison.
Get it in that window.
Ah, there we go. Harrison Smith, a.k.a. Harry the Hitman, with his 2 interceptions. That I think was the biggest difference maker in that game.
Harrison! Two interceptions. Woo! Not a Pro Bowl at all.
Not a Pro Bowl. You don't send that guy to the Pro Bowl because he
angry. Yeah, let's be honest here. The fact that he's not in the Pro Bowl is... However, I think there's another bowl he would rather be playing in. Super Bowl. Now here's the weird thing. That was a Packer bar that I was at. But, much like Lambeau Field, the Viking fans that were there started to take over the place as the Packer fans started to clear out.
Hello. 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's time to pee.
I gotta pee. So yeah, ugly game, but kind of an easy win, as this is the first time we've swept the Packers since 2009. That year, we went 12-4 for the first time in our franchise history. Yeah, we went 12-2 several times back in the Purple People Eater days. But anyway, next week, we host the Chicago Bears. And I'll be there. And you know what? Let's make history by going 13-3 for the first time in our franchise history. But more importantly, let's make history by winning the Super Bowl, baby. But 1 game left, and then playoffs. Here we come. Go Vikings.